everything you never needed to know. This is totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
What is the name of the person who is associated as being the first fashion designer in the world?
Do turtles really breathe through their butts? Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy. And this week we scoured the internet to find out these useless tidbits just for you.
Plus, we'll answer your question in the mailbag segment. A listener wants us to re-explain what a tittle is. And in the news, a man went from throwing cans to being thrown in the can.
Totally useless information. It's everything you never needed to know.
Welcome once again, 85 plus countries and on the radio, coast to coast to coast in Canada. Welcome to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. And Roy, I know you're really excited because you brought this guest to our attention. And we cleaned up the studio, if you noticed. The only time we get to clean the studio. So we thank the guest for that. Otherwise,
You know, Nick, I was born excited. That's why I see that sex therapist all the time.
yeah, exactly. It's a recurring dream for her.
Not my opening act.
There you go. Now, that voice you hear is someone who is, well, she's an Italian-American comedian, actress, writer. She comes from the streets of the Bronx. And those of you who've been with us from the very beginning know that Roy and I met each other in the Bronx. And so we thought we'd bring a fellow Bronxite. Let's welcome to the show, Tara.
Big round of applause here.
Yeah, 4 people in the studio. Congratulations. And welcome to the show, Tara Canestracci. Hi.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Oh, it's great. You know, so Roy told me about you, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. And he said, you know, this Tara, she used to work for DeMarlo, the hair salon. So you know Roy a long time. Tell us about...
My first job. I was 15.
Wow.
It's so funny when Deb talks
And
about
I'm
it.
20, so it was just a few years ago.
Yeah,
Right,
just
yeah.
4 years ago.
That was 5 years ago. Clearly, you went to the New York City school of education because your math is right on. So how many years now?
I went to Bronx High School of Science. It was 30 years ago, I will admit.
Yeah, she was actually pretty smart. And
I
then
was,
she got that
actually.
hit,
She
the hit
was.
on the head.
Listen,
Now I tell dick jokes for a living, so
so how did you start? Like, what made you transition from cutting hair to
I've
cutting?
always been a woman. You said, what made you transition? That's all right.
No,
How
she's always been a woman. She just doesn't look like one.
Not
Wow.
at 9:30 in the morning at 45.
Yeah, you
You
know what?
look wonderful. Oh, thank you for that salute.
Yeah, she's from the Bronx, all right. And you know what? She knows where you parked your car. Be careful. So you went from cutting hair to cutting it up on stage, if you will.
I was just an assistant at DeMarlo's. I was young. I was 15.
Okay.
My first job. I did eyebrows.
Okay.
Just to let you know, she had working papers.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, were you working illegally or you had working papers?
No,
and
I had working papers.
Yeah,
did you
she
want to
was
be
legal.
in the salon business? Is that what you wanted to do? You wanted to go to beauty school?
I didn't know what I wanted, but I loved the girls, and it was just a great first job. I was around the corner from my house. I was,
We're looking for 10% because most of her material came from there.
it was instant money. Yeah. Listen, those days. I mean, that's where you kind of develop your sense of humor, and everybody in DeMarlo's at the time was their own character. It really,
Yeah.
when I think back to it now, and it was so much before the time of reality television, you thought like really that could have been the first reality TV show.
Yeah.
Everyone's so specific and everyone's so different, but yet kind of like all had that like mutual, Bronx, for the most part Italian, hairdresser, and it was all women, which was, always makes for great TV. And it was just a great time. But yeah, I was never the goal. I always loved comedy, I guess like anybody else in the arts. For the most part, it's really hard to imagine being able to pay your bills with it or live a life that's just based on like telling jokes. So it kind of was like a pastime for me, if anything. Once I started, I did like little stage stuff and off-Broadway shows, and then dabbled in it, but I didn't really take it seriously until I realized like, oh, I'm making more than I thought I was.
When did that happen? When did you make that decision where you wanted to make comedy more of a full-time thing?
I'd say like 13 years ago. Like
Okay.
I just, yeah,
I
13
want people. I want people to understand. I saw you at what's that called? Laughing Comedy Club.
off hook.
Off the Hook. Thank you. Off the Hook.
Right.
And I think we did something on the show, like a brief little
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
audio
you
thing.
you threatened to come up to Toronto, which actually you're going to come up to Toronto in June, and we'll talk about that. You threatened to meet me at some point, and then apparently it was the back alley. And then when I showed up, you weren't there, and a couple of thugs were there. So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's in the book.
I
But
got a guy. I got a guy.
yeah, Off the Hook. Yeah, she got a guy now, so she doesn't need you, or a eunuch for that matter.
That's right.
But anyway, so I saw you at Off the Hook. I have never seen Off the Hook Comedy Club that packed. Number one, it was slam packed. It was like standing room only. Plus, you killed it. You killed it. If you folks have not, get on to her sites, Tara. Listen to some of her stuff. It's great material. You are super funny.
Thank you. Yeah, it was Florida's really great to me, probably because New York, New Jersey Italians have migrated there.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
most likely.
Not to
Yeah.
mention, these people are so old, Tara. They haven't laughed much, so anything funny
It
makes
was,
them laugh.
and you know what I love though? A lot of the people still snowbird, some of them. So it's really nice because I mean the fandom, the people are so loyal that they will come see me in March in Florida, and then they'll come see me in like New York or like Rhode Island in Jersey in like the summer. So it's like it's been really humbling to say the least to see the way people come out and support. And I think it's really nice because I don't know if there's an Italian female comedian, especially from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Bronx.
legitimate, real one.
Really, yeah, really doing, stand up.
Tara, what a delight to talk to you and to celebrate what you do. And it truly is a celebration. It's not just going to your show and watching a comedian doing stand up. I think you bring a lot of great value to what you do, how you do it, how you connect with people. And you go to Tara Jokes. Is it TaraJokes.com? Is that your website?
TaraJokes.com, and social media is all at Tara Jokes, yes.
And that's
Tara Jokes.
and if
folks.
you're having a
Tara
down day,
Jokes.
if you're having a down day, go to TaraJokes.com or any part of her social media. If you check out her website and she's coming to a city near you, book the ticket because we promise
and if you want to get depressed, just listen to this interview again.
No, no, this was a lot of
You can
fun.
hear Nick talk about the dogs,
No, I mean, listen, this is
Sarah
all.
McLaughlin in the
What
background.
came out? The dogs.
We'll let the dogs out. I want to thank you for joining us and spending so much time with us. We
For
really,
having me.
Thank you for coming on. Really, I know you got a super busy schedule. You look fantastic, my
Yeah.
dear.
Thank
Marriage is definitely treating you well. Say hello to the hubby and
Yeah.
the mommy.
you. Well,
TaraJokes.com. Thank you, Tara, for joining us on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
love you guys.
You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
Animal, crazy animal.
I don't know if you've heard of this, but there's a pistol shrimp. Now, I'm not talking about Roy.
A pistol shrimp.
Pistol
Oh,
shrimp.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a carry permit.
Well, interesting you should say that. They can snap
Not
their...
in Toronto, though. You're not allowed. There are
No,
no
no.
pistol shrimp in
No,
Toronto.
no, not at all.
They've
Ours,
been disarmed. They're
ours,
just shrimp.
our pistols are loaded with maple syrup. Pistol shrimp can snap their claws so fast they create a bubble that collapses with a sonic boom louder than a gunshot. So funny you should say a gun, right? Wow. The claws popping of a bubble with massive sounds of pressure, also called cavitation, produces a noise of over 200 decibels, which is louder than a gunshot. So during World War II, the U.S. Navy used the pistol shrimp as an acoustic screen to hide their submarines from the underwater hydrophones in Japan's
see.
harbors.
Yeah, you bring a few of them with you.
That's right. There you go.
And if you get hungry, you can always have a shrimp cocktail.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Japanese, they saw the shrimp, and then that's where sushi was born. No, just kidding.
You could tell Nick doesn't eat sushi.
Exactly.
Or at least sashimi.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what sashimi is, Nick?
I think this is the name of a dog you had once, no?
No, actually, sashimi is the raw stuff.
Oh, is it?
Sushi is not necessarily raw.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
Well-
just.
Well, you're a trained
I'm
chef.
Into it.
Well, you know you're.
No,
a
I'm
trained-
into it. I love it. Deb eats the sashimi. I don't. Oh, I've had it, but I don't
Yeah.
care for it. But
Yeah, I've had it
getting
too.
on.
I've had it.
Women go through menopause.
Yes.
So does Nick.
Yes.
But
I go to menopause.
menopause.
Yes.
Women go through menopause, and they wear T-shirts that say "Just stay away from me." It should be a sign, right? That there should be a sign that says "Women are going through menopause. Stand here." But guess what? Humpback whales and orca whales go through menopause as well.
Really?
Yes, there are two mammal fish or animals that go through menopause as well as human women.
Speaking of things that have nipples, platypuses do not have
Yeah,
nipples.
that's a good segue.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. They do not have nipples. They produce milk that sweats out of their skin. This is due to the fact that they are monotremes, a group of mammals that lay eggs instead of giving birth to live young. Instead of having nipples, they have specialized mammary glands that secrete milk, and the milk oozes or sweats through the pores in their skin. This method of milk delivery, much like how Roy got fed, is less hygienic than than the nipple and mouth approach. Again, just like Roy. And platypus milk contains antibacterial proteins to help protect the young from infection.
They shoot the milk all over the floor, and I just roll around in it.
Yes, exactly.
Woo, yeah, that's pretty gross, Nick. Thanks.
Is it hot in here, or do I need cookies now?
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. Totally useless information with Nick and Roy continues. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Narwhal. Do you know what a narwhal is?
No, I never heard of it, to be honest.
Okay, it's a strange animal. It's kind of like a mammal in the water. It looks like a toss between a manatee, a whale, and a unicorn because it has a long tusk.
Okay.
But scientists have found out it's not a tusk. It's a tooth that grew outside of its face and became this unicornish. It looks like a unicorn. It's a long pole-looking thing with a point at the front, but it's actually not like a tusk of an elephant. It's a tooth.
Wow. So so when the time comes, they have the husk fairy. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, no. What happens is they when they get older, they're like, oh, they're really long in the tooth.
As you're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. All right, here's my teaser. Some turtles can breathe through their butts.
They do.
It's a process called cloacal respiration, or cloacal maybe. Cloacal
Nick's
respiration.
doing it right now.
Listen carefully. Turtles use a process called the respiration. They draw oxygen from water as it passes over blood vessels in their body, specifically their hind end, aka their cloaca, which is full of blood vessels. Therefore,
Yeah, the old coaca.
yeah, cloaca waka. That's when they pass gas.
Yeah. I'm not worried when Nick's breathing in. It's when he's breathing out that I worry.
Yeah, it's the exhaling part that becomes a problem.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. During COVID,
Yes.
scientists discovered something very, very strange.
All right.
Gorillas and apes got COVID the same exact way we did.
Really?
Even though our DNA is not the same, other animals did not get it. Dogs and cats were not getting it. Animals in our home weren't getting it. Fish weren't getting it. Loads of animals were not getting it. But gorillas and apes got it. How crazy is that? So there's something in that spike protein that knew how to get inside of our DNA and an ape and a gorilla DNA.
Wow. You know, it's
Yeah, the
interesting.
scientists went bananas over
They
it.
did. You know, I heard that apes and orangutans are very much like humans. They're swingers. No wonder, you know, now it all comes together. I understand now why the apes were wearing masks during COVID.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So-
they've been known to.
I'm going to ask everyone, you and Roy in the audience, the world's deadliest animal is what? A shark? A tiger?
Nope.
No, it's the mosquito.
I'm not going to guess this because I know it.
The mosquito. You knew it was the mosquito.
Mosquito.
It is responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths each year because of the diseases that it flies around with.
Malaria.
Yeah.
Malaria. You know, they're coming up with an mRNA drug to fight malaria in Africa.
Oh, okay.
So they'll just inject it into you and it'll sit inside your DNA. And yeah, how could anything go wrong?
No,
messing
not at all.
with Mother Nature.
That's right.
It's worked well before. Oh boy.
Yeah.
90%. Nick, I want you to know.
I'm counting.
90% of humans are normal. They're right-handed. Nick, are you right-handed?
You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm not right-handed. I'm left-handed.
Which means 10% of the population of the world are just plain weird.
Hold on. Time out. Wait. Hold on just a second. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which hand does your wife write with?
My wife barely writes. It's a hieroglyphic style writing. So whether she writes lefty or righty, I still can't understand what the hell she wrote down.
But
I went one time with a shopping list and came back with a car.
So isn't your wife left-handed?
My wife is left-handed.
Okay.
And I married her because I felt bad for her.
No. Go on. So tell us about right-handed people.
Well, it's a right-handed world, Nick.
It is.
90% of us are right-handed and 10% are left-handed.
Correct.
But there is one animal that has us beat.
Oh.
The dolphin is right dominant, right finned or right hand dominant.
Right.
99.4% of the time. Almost every dolphin is right hand dominant. And we are one of the next ones down the line at 90%. And other animals, they can't either figure it out or they just don't know. But we are 90%. Dolphins are the most dominant, right dominant. That's weird, right?
It is.
That we would be 90%, dolphins would be 99% right dominant.
Statistically, more left-handed people die before right-handed people, and this is like a vague fact, so I apologize.
Yeah, that's because they get hit with the door because they're opening it up with the wrong hand.
Well, that's just it. It has nothing to do with genetics or anything like that, but because of the dominance of right-handed people and the way things are made for right-handed people, left-handed people are more prone to accidents and in some cases death, unfortunately.
I have to ask you an honest question.
Yeah.
Do you put the toilet paper roll going down or up?
According to the patent of how they designed it, the toilet paper should always go from the top.
But do you do it from the bottom?
No, from the top.
If you put it on most of the time, the truth.
Honest to goodness.
Naturally put it on.
I put it on from the top. Yep.
I just wanted to know that because my wife does it from the bottom all the time.
Okay.
It's not that she knows she's doing it. She just naturally does it. And I think it's because she's a lefty.
But here's the thing. Another quirk about left-handed people is that I cut, when I use scissors, I use my right hand.
So does she. And she does hair.
Right, and she cuts hair. Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I did remember when we went to school that I remembered that the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body, and the right side of the brain controls the left side of the body, meaning lefties are in their right mind. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
Welcome to the Totally Useless Information Fashion Show.
So, Coco Chanel, you know Coco Chanel? You know Coco?
Yeah, I
Don't
know
you
her
Coco?
very well.
Yeah,
I like her with some little mini marshmallows.
No, that's hot cocoa. And that's
Oh,
Swiss
oh,
Miss.
yeah, well,
You're thinking of
same
Swiss
thing.
Miss, yeah.
Hot cocoa,
Hot-
yeah.
Hot cocoa. So everyone knows, well, she has like the Chanel and, she, is it perfume and stuff, right? Coco, she's also a designer, right? Yeah.
My wife wears Mademoiselle, which is a Coco Chanel
Well, guess
scent.
what? Yes. Well,
Perfume.
perfume. Coco Chanel started out as a singer before
What?
she entered the fashion industry. At age 18, she moved to Moulins Rouge, where she attended school while living in a convent. In 1902, she struck out on her own and became a seamstress. And during this time, Chanel also worked as a cafe singer.
Really?
Although she wasn't exactly a gifted singer, she was a popular performer known for her charisma. And that helped her build her fashion business, of course. But she started out as a singer.
Here's my teaser.
Yes.
The person associated with being the first fashion designer ever.
Yeah.
His name, Charles Frederick Worth. 3 names, Nick.
Yes. 3 names means you're really important.
Yes, Charles Frederick Worth. He opened his first fashion house, which was a first, the fashion house, in Paris in 1858. So Charles Frederick Worth is the father or the originator of being the first fashion designer with his own fashion house in Paris.
How much is he worth now?
Very funny. Here, 1858. Yeah, that was the year you were born. No, I'm sorry, you were born in 1859.
Yeah, see, that's how old you are. You forget what year I was born. The world's most expensive dress was created by designer Debbie Wingham. Speaking about how much it was worth, the most expensive dress, $17.7 million.
$17.7 million.
Debbie Wingham designed this dress and dubbed the abaya, which is widely considered the most expensive dress. This loose black gown is inspired by traditional North African and Arabic attire. It features rare red diamonds, along with numerous other precious stones.
Yeah.
17.7.
And if you get stoned enough, the dress comes off.
Yes. You know, I was thinking of you when it said this loose black gown. I could just imagine you in one of those.
Thank God for that.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Okay, this I love. The first live model fashion show.
Oh, okay.
Before live models, all fashion shows were the people that made clothes, put them, usually the producers of the clothes would put them on mannequins in stores and allow the people to view them and then buy them. Very much like you would have a window in, let's say, Fifth Avenue, New York, where people see the new styles. But the first live model fashion show happened in 1858.
Oh.
It was put on by a guy named Charles Frederick Worth.
Wow, he's back.
This guy, Charles Frederick Worth, if it's not for him, you don't have fashion the way we know it today. He created the fashion runway with live models walking with his designs. Brilliant guy. Remember that name, Charles Frederick Worth.
Yeah, again, 3 names.
CFW.
Yeah. What is it?
The old CFW.
Oh,
Charles
CFW.
Frederick Worth.
Absolutely.
It's an acronym, Nick.
Yeah, you know what? If we were in charge of that fashion show, you know what we would do? We would walk down the runway with the mannequins, with the dresses.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Or naked, one or the other.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
The first sunglasses were created in the 1930s by Ray-Ban to protect pilots from the sun, the pilot's eyes from the sun. In 1930, the U.S. Air Corps commissioned glasses to help protect the pilot's sight at high altitudes. Dark green glasses were the result. In 1936, Ray-Bans developed a polarized lens that now is used in the popular aviator-style glasses.
The highest paid runway model.
Oh, and was it a mannequin?
Okay. No, it was not a mannequin.
Yeah.
This is an actual live person.
Right.
Not the person that you come home to every night, Nick, the mannequin.
But go on.
Yes, but Nick got a little offended. He calls it a womakin.
Woman.
A guy named John Frederick Worth. No, okay.
Yeah.
Charles Frederick Worth.
He's been busy.
The highest paid runway model was John Frederick Worth. No. The highest paid runway model in history made $40 million in the year 2020. Nobody has ever made more than that.
Wow.
And you would think it would be like a Heidi Klum or what's her name? The other big, guess who it was? Kendall Jenner.
No.
Kendall Jenner got $40 million for 2020 for being a runway model.
Wow.
Talk about being famous for just being famous. Wow.
They'd give us $20 million just to run away. The first pair of Levi's jeans, famously known as blue jeans, they were created in 1873 by, well, Levi Strauss and Taylor Jacob Davis. People don't realize there was a tailor involved because people, Levi's jeans, well, it makes sense, Levi Strauss, but there was a tailor Jacob Davis. These jeans were initially marketed to minors, not like people under 18, but minors, like people working.
The guys with the lights on their head.
That's right. And cowboys in the American West.
How ironic is it that people under the age of 18 probably consume more jeans now?
Exactly.
So they're still selling to minors.
To minors,
all these years
absolutely.
later.
Just as they did since 1873. The design featured sturdy denim and copper rivets.
And
Iconic,
came
right?
with a parakeet.
No.
Check the coal mine.
It repeated everything. Was especially intended to withstand the hard work and demands of those occupations. It's when people used to work hard.
You know the parakeet in the coal mine. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's like the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, and same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
canary and parakeets. They
Right.
put them in the coal mine. If the gas came up, the parakeet would die or the canary would die.
Right. Yeah.
The world's longest wedding dress train.
Yes.
So the thing that trails in the back of the wedding dress.
Yes.
I'm sure that the ladies do. I'm just doing that for the men.
Right.
2012, a Chinese designer named Zhu Hojung. Get ready, Nick. You're going to have to do the math for me. It was 8,095 meters long. How long is that? 8,095 meters. How many feet is that?
So 8,095 meters is
Yes.
26,558 feet.
That's crazy. That's how long this dress was.
Wow.
It's in the Guinness World Book of Records. Zohan Hojung.
The
Hojung.
Zhejiang, and this was the bride's dress's train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was so long. The train was so long it had its own schedule. It was so long you needed an Uber just to get to the altar.
It was so long it didn't even say goodbye. It just said so long.
So long. Farewell, as you're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
This is Totally Useless Vehicle Information with Nick, Meet, and Roy.
The largest running manufactured, now we don't mean engine running, we mean manufacturing running,
Yes.
continuous passenger vehicle, meaning it never stopped.
All right.
So it's been since the day it was released. There has been one every year. What car is it?
I give up. I don't know.
1953 was the first year.
Okay.
And a lot of people say Volkswagen Beetle, right? Because Beetle, right? No, the Chevrolet Corvette. Chevy Corvette. The number one longest manufactured passenger vehicle of all times.
And what year did
Continuous.
What year did it start?
1953, Nick, the year that you graduated from college.
Right. Oh, yeah. It was the best 9 years of my life. The world's smallest car ever made.
Oh, okay.
The Peel P550.
PLP or PLP?
The Peel, P-E-E-L,
Peel.
P550.
Oh.
Smallest car ever made. It has one door, one headlight, and a blazing speed of 23 miles per hour. Really small.
Urkel.
Urkel.
Remember Urkel?
Then I
that
drive.
was a BMW.
Yeah.
That was a BMW.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
held two people.
Yeah.
That's actually a very collectible car. I forget what they're called. We have to find out.
Yeah.
The Chrysler Company was founded in 1925 by a guy named Walter Chrysler. Okay. It's now owned by, again, Chrysler, you think of American company, right?
Sure. Of course.
Chrysler, Dodge, Ram trucks.
Yep.
Well, no, it's owned now by a company called Stellantis,
Yes.
which is an Italian company. It owns Fiat, Alfa.
The world's first convertible SUV. Because usually you think of convertibles as like maybe a sports car or something smaller, but the first convertible SUV
Was it Land Rover?
was the Nissan Murano Cross Cabriolet.
Nissan Murano, yes, and then Land Rover had one too.
It was widely considered pointless.
Yes. It didn't do well. It was kind of cool if you think about it, because it had 4 doors and it was a convertible.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think it did. Yes, I think it did.
Okay. But so it didn't make any sense. You don't have them around anymore because why?
Yeah,
would
you don't want to have a convertible top down when you're off-roading in the mud.
No.
It's kind of stupid, right? Okay, speaking of car companies and founded by people, Toyota was founded by a guy named Sakichi Toyoda, Toyoda.
Okay.
The company was originally called Toyota
With
with
the
a
D-
D-A.
Okay.
Okay, and years later, they said, I don't know, it sounds like Toyota, which is more of a phonetic spelling of it.
Yeah.
So they changed it to Toyota, T-O-T-A, because it sounded better, and it only took 8 strokes instead of 12 strokes with the pen writing in Mandarin.
That's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, or in Japanese, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Mandarin.
the way that they would come up with that, they're saying, well, we want something that you can write all in 8 strokes, you said, instead of
Yeah.
12. Well, I talked about the world's smallest car. How about the car that only had 1 door and it was in the front? So if you parked too close to something, you were stuck.
Is
So
it the BMW?
the BMW Isetta, Iseetta.
That's the car. That's Urkel's car.
There you go. It all comes together. Thank you. See?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How crazy. Go ahead.
They had the 1 door. That's it. They had the 1 door, and you have to be careful how you parked it, because if you park it in the wrong spot, man. Woof.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
NickandRoy.com, and you go to the Nick and Roy store and you order a birthday message. And what this is that we produce a totally useless information show, a special show for your loved one that's celebrating a birthday.
We have email after email after email. This has become such a popular thing. And the reason is because it's a great gift. If you say this person has everything, they don't
Nope.
have this.
That's right.
It's inexpensive. It's fantastic. It's a mini show we put together for that person's the day that they were born, the year that they were born. It's all kinds of interesting facts like we do here on the show, but it's tailored specifically for them. This is not some templated AI thing. This is us legitimately doing a show for that specific person. Guys, nickandroy.com, go on the Nick and Roy store, tap birthday messages. There's a sample to listen to. It's fantastic.
NickandRoy.com, where you can also leave us an email.
What's in the mailbag? What's in the mail?
My mailbag this week comes from Vanessa from Winnipeg, Manitoba. We are big fans of your show. We started listening to you guys for as long as I can remember. Well, it must have been 5+ years, because that's how long we've been around. She says, here's my question. Once on your show, we heard you talk about the dot above the I and the J, and it's called a tittle. Is this true, or were you guys putting us on?
So basically, this show, Nick has brought up nipples and tittles.
Right, exactly. It did.
See the pattern, folks?
If so, can you repeat it for us? Okay, well, Vanessa, thank you very much. Really appreciate you listening, and anyone that's listening and over 85, would you say 80?
They weren't listening enough, or they'd know what a tittle is.
Well, for those of you who missed that episode, or for the benefit of Vanessa and to everyone else, a tittle is the small distinguishing mark you see over the lowercase I and the lowercase j. It's called a tittle. It's an interesting name that looks like a combination of tiny and little. It's a combination of tiny and little, and refers to a small point or stroke in writing and printing. A tittle. That's the dot above the I and the J.
And other languages like Swedish language has the dots above. The Germans have what they call the umlaut.
Okay.
which is a symbols above that change the sound of the
Right.
word.
There you go.
Nick takes mostly all these Canadian ones.
Yes. Well, we have a large. Well, the thing is, truthfully, we have a large Canadian audience, so we have a lot more emails
Yeah,
from
and the
Canadians.
Canadians always ask a question.
We
Yeah.
asked the question, then we apologize for asking.
Exactly. Well, I took one from around the globe because I love those. I look for those.
Yeah.
Craig from London, England.
Ah, Cheerios.
He writes, what a show, tally ho.
Oh,
That was the subject matter. That's why I read it. What
Okay.
a show, tally ho.
yes.
That's why I read it to begin with. So very good play on words, Craig. Really good. You're not funny. Please don't send any more. No,
Oh, come on.
So he says, I believe after listening to some 200 shows,
Mhm.
we can call each other mates.
Oh, okay.
He's listened to 200 shows so far. So he's a useless holic, you know?
Useless holic.
So he says, really such a blast. Keep it up and always stay calm.
Ooh.
He throws in all the platitudes,
Yeah,
Greg.
yeah.
He wanted to get on the show so bad.
It worked. Obviously, it
And then
worked.
he wrote ta-ta.
Today on the show, we talked to Tara Canastraci. She is an absolute funny comedian. Check her out, tarajokes.com. We talked about animals. We talked about cars. We talked about fashion. It is time for the news.
And now, from around the corner and around the world, this is TUI News.
So as I teased this news item, I said a man went from throwing cans to being thrown in the can. A man known to throw cans of food and other items around a Florida neighborhood
Of course.
and others was arrested after a neighbor said he threw canned corn through her window. A can of corn.
Was he trying to be funny or just corny?
I'm not. On April 25th, a Port Charlotte woman. Where's Port Charlotte in Florida? I forgot my geology.
Port Charlotte is about 30 minutes from me.
Oh, really? How far can you fling a can of corn, huh?
I was going to say I better not insult the guy.
Yeah, you might know him. Yeah, he might come to one of
I'll
your
know
shows.
the guy, though. He's the one smoking the cob pipe.
Right. No, he ordered the Cobb salad. Port Charlotte woman actually called the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office to report vandalism at her neighbor's home. So she said she was outside when she heard the sound of glass breaking. So the woman turned towards the noise to find out that one of her neighbors, 38-year-old Els Ernest Saintville,
3 names.
3 names, from another neighbor's front yard and back towards his home. According to the affidavit, who is David anyway? But anyway, the left front window was found broken, and if something had been thrown through the glass, it was obvious that was the evidence. The witness got a key from another neighbor in the neighborhood because she watches her house when she's away. She went into the home to see what had happened. Now, the woman found the broken glass and, here's the evidence, a can of Del Monte corn.
Did the guy think there was a food drive there?
Well, it's interesting you should say that because
He's just being a nice guy.
he's throwing cans of food around and that he had gotten from food banks and causing issues.
Oh, see, he went to the food bank.
Right, exactly.
Do they give you free checking?
No, they give you free cans of corn, apparently. So the neighbors told the
Was it cream corn or just regular corn?
It
Sweet
did-
corn.
it-
I would like to,
Yeah,
you have to be a little more specific. Nick.
I
The
think-
audience really wants to know.
I think it's peaches and cream. Peaches and cream corn, I
It's
think it was. Right. The suspect was thrown. So now it's not just cans, apparently.
Uh-oh.
He's
This man's
thrown cans of food, as we said, glass plates, chunks of metal, raw meat, and urine.
No.
Yeah.
He got person.
Pissed. So
Yeah.
I wonder if, you know what? I wonder if he was pissed at the time.
Yeah, probably.
So
What, he
deputy,
ran out of urine? So he had to throw the corn?
so the deputies contacted the victim, who said she had just replaced the window and wished to press charges against Saintville. And he's always throwing things into the neighborhood and at people. She
He
just
throws
came.
it at people. He throws urine at people.
Yes, this guy has a problem. Like she
This
just
is why I don't go to Port Charlotte.
no, just passed right through it. She came
I
down.
actually was in Port Charlotte
Were
a
you?
couple of weeks back
Okay, let's
to get
see.
my license. my
Hold on, a
driver's
couple
license.
weeks back. Hold on, this was
Yeah.
April 20. Wait a minute.
No.
We're recording this
Are
in
you
May.
serious?
April
This was
25th.
going on while I was getting my driver's license.
Yep.
This man was throwing urine.
Yep. So the victim came down because she had just paid $500 to repair the window. So they knew who he was, obviously, so they went to his home. He opened the front door, and he said, quote, "I plead the fifth," twice.
Oh. He
Shut
pleads
the
fifth
door,
twice.
and
Which is, he pled the 10th.
No, he probably had like a liter or two.
Oh, this man was in the bag already.
He might have been. He refused to come
or
outside.
in the can, one or the other.
That's all the time we have for this episode of Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. We thank Tara once again. TaraJokes.com. She was such a thrill to talk to and excited to be part. Just check her out online or
Yeah,
if you,
go to Tara Jokes, folks. I'm telling you, she's funny stuff, really funny.
we
And thank you, folks. Thank you, everyone. 80, 85, 87 countries. Now we can't even keep track anymore. Millions of people listening to this show. And like we had the guy from London, 200 shows he's listened to. Get on board, folks. You're going to be learning, listening, laughing, and learning.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy.
Thanks for listening.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is recorded and produced in Canada. For more totally useless information, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com.